What if you were born with nothing? No wealth, no power, no extraordinary talent. Could you still rise to become an emperor? About 1800 years ago, in ancient China, one man did exactly that. A young man who wove straw mats and sold sandals on the street to survive eventually ascended to the throne as the emperor of Shu Han, one of the three great kingdoms. His name was Liu Bei. Among the legendary heroes of the Three Kingdoms era, Liu Bei had none of the brilliant military genius of Cao Cao, and none of the inherited strongholds of Sun Quan. And yet, the greatest warriors and strategists of the age, men like Guan Yu, Zhang Fei, and Zhuge Liang, devoted their lives to him without hesitation. Why? Today, we uncover that secret. Chapter 1. Rising from Rock Bottom. Liu Bei was born in the year 161 AD in a remote frontier town called Zhuge Commandery. He was technically a descendant of Emperor Jing, but that bloodline meant nothing. His father died when he was young, and he grew up weaving straw mats with his mother just to put food on the table. But this boy had one thing that no one else could match: the power to draw people to him. Even as a child, others naturally gathered around him. Chapter 2. The Oath in the Peach Garden. By the late 2nd century, the Han dynasty was crumbling. Corruption poisoned the government. In 184, the Yellow Turban Rebellion erupted. Fate brought him Guan Yu and Zhang Fei. They swore a sacred oath of brotherhood in a garden filled with blooming peach blossoms. Though we were not born on the same day, we vow to die on the same day. Throughout his entire life, he never once betrayed a bond. Chapter 3. The man who lost everything, but never lost his people. Now, let me be brutally honest with you. From this point on, Liu Bei's life was essentially one defeat after another. He drifted from one patron to the next, fleeing, hiding, accepting protection, then losing it all. It was a life of constant wandering. Normally, people abandon a leader like that. But nobody ever left Liu Bei, because he never chose profit over principle. He chose righteousness every time. While fleeing from Cao Cao, hundreds of thousands of civilians followed him. His officers begged him to abandon them to save himself, but he refused. To accomplish great things, one must regard the people as the foundation. These people trust me. How could I abandon them? Chapter 4. 3 visits and the grand strategy. The greatest turning point was his encounter with Zhuge Liang, the sleeping dragon. Liu Bei was in his 40s. Zhuge Liang was in his 20s. Liu Bei traveled to his cottage, not once, not twice, but 3 times. He cast aside his pride to seek out genius. He acknowledged he was not the best fighter or the best strategist, but he had the strength to admit his weaknesses and trust others completely. That was his greatest quality. Chapter 5. From Sandal Seller to Emperor, and Tears at Baidicheng. With Zhuge Liang, his fortunes turned. After the Battle of Red Cliffs and seizing Hanzhong, the boy who wove straw mats became the son of heaven. But glory was fleeting. Consumed by grief for Guan Yu, he suffered a catastrophic defeat at Yiling. Broken, he retreated to Baidicheng. On his deathbed, he told his son, "Do not commit even the smallest evil. Do not neglect even the smallest good." In 223 AD, he closed his eyes. Chapter 6. What Liu Bei left for us. Liu Bei held fast to one belief: benevolence. In an age of betrayal, he chose trust. He proved you don't need genius talent to build an extraordinary team. In our modern world of AI and raw ability, his message is powerful. If you value integrity over shortcuts, you can achieve what no genius ever could alone. Liu Bei chose loyalty. Cao Cao chose ruthless pragmatism. If you were born into that chaos, which path would you choose? Drop your answer below. Make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. I will see you in the next one.